Today I'd like to share with you a reflection on Mark chapter 12, verses 28 to 34. Most of us are familiar with this story where a teacher of the law comes to Jesus and says, "What is the greatest commandment?" Jesus answers him, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one God. Love the Lord your God with all your mind, all your soul, and all your strength." And the second, he says, is like this, to love your neighbor as yourself. Here at the midpoint of Holy Week, as we're approaching our Easter celebration, these are great words for us to think about and reflect on. Jesus begins by telling us that God is the only God and that he is the only one worthy of our love. How often in this world do we get sidetracked and chase after other things instead of loving God with all our heart? Now in our current situation where we are stuck at home with the stay-at-home orders and the self-isolation, things can be even more distracting. But this could also be a great time to reflect on the love of God and how much he loves you and how much love he expects from you. To love him with all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. This would be a great time for us to gather as a family and to worship him and reflect on the wonderful blessings that he has given to us over time. While this time may feel inconvenient and we can't do the things that we normally do, we still have an opportunity to set aside the things of the world and to reflect more on the love of God as he expressed it in Jesus Christ during Easter when Jesus went to the cross for us, died, and rose again so that we can celebrate his love and love him forever. But also it's a great time for us to reflect on what it means to love our neighbors as ourselves. As we are staying home to protect ourselves, we are also loving our neighbor by protecting them just in case we were infected and carried it somewhere else. But there's also other ways. We've been working as a church to express ourselves through social media, telephone calls, and reaching out on a Sunday morning with a message from our senior pastor. And all these things are wonderful new ways for us to explore since we can't meet face to face. But there's also the opportunity for us to reach out to our neighbors who are also confined. And maybe some of them can't go out. And if we go out to get groceries, we can call and offer to get groceries for them. And we could offer to drop them off at their door. We can ride by and wave as we're going in and out of our communities. These are all ways that we can reflect on what Jesus' words meant to us as we approach this coming Easter in a period in history where we've never been able to meet face to face as a church. And we will celebrate Easter somewhat differently this year, but we can still love God with all our soul, all our mind, and all our strength. Thank you.